Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to Echoes of the Episode 9. Yet again, I have put my players through the emotional ringer, and I feel absolutely no regret. Uh, but we're going to go around. We're going to do stars and wishes. We're going to, maybe uncover some of the emotional trauma, um, and see where we go from there. And we're going to start, I think, with the unfortunate kind of star of the show, Matt. Uh,
Oh
Ah,
shit.
hit, hit, Harold really kind of got plucked on this episode, huh?
yeah. Mutter puck plucker. Yeah. One shining moment of awesome, and then right down the gutter. Uh, well, definite stars to Trevor. For uh being the master of emotional damage. And keeping those plates spinning. And more of my apologies to everybody else because I didn't think I was going to be monopolizing so much of this episode. And thank you all for being good sports as I just stepped in it. Um, wishes, Foundry, can we do something with the virtual dice, please? Like, what is up with that?
That's right. I did say I was going to look into making basically like a Dice Jail reboot module, and I haven't gotten a chance to do that yet. I'll see what I can do. Um, yeah, the dice were, I mean, either very good or very bad for you all tonight. Um, which means, hey, look, they were actually random. Uh,
Random, yes. Um, though I do have an idea for the name of this episode.
yeah.
Well, either do it straight as Rock the Casbah or Duck the Casbah.
I think wreck the Casbah.
Yeah.
That works too.
Maybe we'll go with that. I'll keep stewing on it. Um, let's go to the other end of the spectrum to the character that we gave a grace, greatly needed vacation to this episode, ECAT, who you are on mute.
Sorry, I had been
Sorry.
coughing earlier. Didn't want to disrupt everybody. Um, I'm gonna give just stars to all the guys because this was your show this time. You guys did awesome. Wishes, I'm just intrigued. I'm intrigued with where the story goes.
Okay.
So not so much wishes, just interested.
Curiosities. Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Let's continue kind of this pattern, and we'll go to Ray.
Um, well, star to you for this was a different but still interesting. No, the way that you slice this up, and it's like, okay, the ladies did get a break, but it's not like, oh, we're just going to ignore them. Like there was good reason. So it's interesting character and plot management. So that was nifty. Um, and I mean, yeah, stars to Matt and Patrick, of course, just because, doing what we do. I do wish that Hereward would have in the very beginning with the um calf just had gone up to the door and went, Thena, Thena, Thena. But maybe
Uh, He's not that dumb of a duck.
um wishes uh and like these are future wishes. So again, it's I'm I'm seeing what I'm picking up what you are laying down here.
Okay.
And the player recognizes things that the character does not.
Hmm.
So it's like, okay, it's fascinating. And now I just saw how you crossed the streams yet again, which is another like, okay, that's freaking cool. Um, and so like I just want to be able to make the most out of that. I want to be able to make the most out of what can I bring to this. And you are so goddamn lucky, Trevor, that you said Tequila walks out of the crashing dune after finishing up because them two left him in there. And had you not, his ADHD riddled brain would have gone like continuing to tinker, gotten hyper focused, and would have gone in the back
Yeah,
looking for something. So
that was a little bit of necessary railroading, but at that,
yes.
what once I had, well, I'll get to that when I do my own. All right, we'll go to Julie next. Again, kind of swinging back and forth across the pendulum.
Yay! It's a little dizzy now. Yeah, but yeah, no, it was cool. Yeah, the Trevor, the way that you did the back and forth with us, that just awesome. And seeing the guys kind of sorting, sorting stuff out and the resultant chaos and stuff, it kind of makes me think that okay, maybe yeah, definitely Zahara and Fina should try to catch up with them and
Not leave us unsupervised ever again.
yes, that. Yeah. Um, but the way that everybody was really doing a fantastic job with like the in-character descriptions of what they're doing and what's going on and stuff. I really enjoyed that.
Wishes?
Um, to unfuck my character sheet that I managed to screw up, but then
Yeah.
I have notes. It's all good. So
Yep. Okay. And Patrick.
All right, so for stars, I one for the whole crew for the whole waking up thing. I thought that was freaking hilarious, and especially one for Matt for grabbing a melon and chucking it at a demon child, not knowing it was a demon child at that, but just landing it perfectly. My head immediately went to that old Disney cartoon with Donald Duck throwing a football. Just that's what I saw. It was just beautiful. So yeah, that very very star worthy there. For wishes, I wish the dice did not betray us quite as so often. But that's neither here nor there. That's going to happen. And I also wish that I had remembered to put initiative as a skill on my character sheet. It is now featured there.
Okay.
Like, oh, hey, look at that. Right in
There's
the
also a thing
compendium.
you can check in the gear in the settings section to say, basically, put this result on the initiative tracker or something like that. Uh, if you don't have that on there, please do so. Yeah. All right. And then there was one. Stars. I mean, good lord, guys. Star. Honestly, star to ECAT for playing. I mean, I had absolutely no doubt that exactly what you were doing, or for most of it not doing, is exactly what Zahar would need to do in that scenario. Not necessarily want to do, but need to do. Um, and I thought that was. I know that you were saying that you felt like Zahar had been in the spotlight a lot, uh, and she has, and that's at least as much my fault as anyone else's. Um, but yeah, she needed a night off, both in the story sense and in the story sense. Um, but yeah, I think you did really well of keeping to that. Um, you know, stars to Matt, Ray, and Patrick for shenaniganating Um, I mean, the dice wanted to tell a story tonight, uh, and God's help you, no matter how much XP you threw at it, sometimes they were just going to tell that story. Damn it! Um, but you rolled with it. You made you kept the story going even when what you were trying to do wasn't working out the way you wanted it. Um, and it didn't devolve into I attack him again, which is always good. Um, and Julie, yeah, the whole treatment of the whole waking up sequence, uh, and specific the fear of Zahar was, I mean, it's a little thing in the grand scheme of things, but it's that nice little character moment that
I am gonna say that was slightly informed by the fact that I have spent many mornings having to stop and judge. Okay, what state is ECAD in? Don't poke the bear. So
that's fair. That's fair.
How fatal will this interaction be?
Right.
Exactly.
My wish, honestly, and this is for me, is I kind of want next episode to be kind of like the end of the first chapter. Um, and I have things that I want to see happen. Uh, and a lot of them, unfortunately, would be in cutscenes. Um, so I know you guys didn't want to see cutscenes. I may bend that rule a little bit next time because I have really cool images in my head that I want to share with the audience, and that means they have to go through you. Uh, um, but yeah, I think depending on how the rest of this works out and what you guys intend to do next, I think next session would be a really good, like I said, a really good end cap to that first chapter. Um, so yeah, we have finally met most of the Legion of Doom. Um, what does everyone think?
I like it.
Gamer, I suspect who some of those people that you've introduced are as the player.
Mhm.
But of course, Zahar has,
Yeah.
and it does, and I know all role players have this of treading that fine line of metagaming. Going, no, I know what this is, but she doesn't.
And you guys, I mean, kudos to all of you for keeping that distinction. I mean, you all wrote your own backstories, and now I'm throwing them at you in bits and pieces and shadows and scenes that you don't see but other characters do. Um, and I mean, you guys are just you're keeping it on the level, and I love that. Um,
I'm not giggling at you. I'm giggling at Nimbus coming in and out of focus.
yep.
Yep.
I
See, the
think
thing
that it's going
is,
to
what
be.
you. Sorry,
Go,
go.
that's okay. So like there's the team has to. We're playing new characters. We're familiar with each other, but the players had to come together and gel, which is happening and working a lot more smoothly. But as you're saying, you're now in like unleashing the Legion of Doom, and the Legion of Doom. This is this is not the global big bad. This is everybody's individual demons, right? So that's going to be another reveal, and then like, okay, we're a team, so I need to care about this, but holy shit, I've got my demon to worry about, and is going to be I think it's going to be a different level of having to come together against everybody's individual big bads that I guess are conspiring into one super mega big bad or something.
The Voltron of big bads.
Yep.
Yes.
Till we
I don't know.
realize that all our big bads are the same big bad.
Yeah, or servants of said big bad. you know, it's funny that you're like, and you guys are doing a masterful line of not metagaming, and I'm like, brother, I am so tired. I am in like orange cat mode right now. It's like
Oh,
it is like the local population of ginger cats have gotten an IQ boost.
You have a smooth brain.
Yes, my brain is not running on all cylinders tonight. I'm just
I heard well, read actually because it was in some social media post, a great insult the other day. You have two brain cells and they're both fighting for third place. Um, yeah, no, and I will. So the funny thing is, I came into this episode having absolutely no idea what was going to happen.
Hmm.
Not a clue.
You were really good at faking it then.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, so and again, I want you guys to drive the story. I figured you were going to go talk to Amzu, um, and so I kind of had I figured after the events of last night, you were no longer going to be on his good side, um, and then it's like okay, yeah, oh, sure, yeah, let's yeah. When honestly, when Matt said, "Do I notice anyone watching him?" Like, yeah, okay, yeah, you do. And it's like, oh wait, oh, I can make these people they know. uh, and that, honestly, and it just kind of snowballed from there. I'm thrilled that you guys enjoyed it. Because yeah, I was pulling it out of where the sun don't shine pretty much as fast as we were putting it on camera. So
yeah, but you were like a duck, man.
heck out.
Calm and collected on the surface, madly pedaling
Mhm.
underneath the water.
And honestly, this is my main problem every time that I try to write a campaign is, we know how it's going to start, and I have this idea of where it's going to end, and I have no idea how it's going to get from point A to point Z, and I get very impatient and kind of just want to, jump straight to point Z. It's like, no, we have to eyedropper this. We have to eyedropper this. So like I said, I'm thrilled that you guys are having fun. I'm glad.
Oh, it's a blast. I mean,
Um, all right, so yeah, little bit of shadow magic, a little bit of emotional trauma, a couple of sidestepped reveals.
little slapstick.
Yeah,
one really big collective hangover.
yep. All right. Anyone else have anything they want to bring to the table tonight?
Do we want to wait to accommodate your changing schedule? Do we
We'll-
want to do some
We'll talk
Wait
about
a
that
bit.
later. We'll talk
Okay.
about it off camera.
off camera? Okay.
All right. Seeing nothing, once again, for Matt, Julie, Ray, Patrick, and ECAT, I am Trevor, the Vitruvian Meeple. Have a good night.